Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the things left behind. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So in the narcissistic relationship, which is where you were for a period of time, or perhaps you still are in it, looking to exit it, there are many things that are left behind, and I will jump into it right now. Post-narcissistic relationship, first of all, the things that are left behind are that specific relationship with the narcissist, the relationships you had with the extended family members, or perhaps coworkers, or siblings, or neighbors, or former friends. There are a lot of relationships that become dissolved post-narcissistic relationship, beginning with the narcissist itself. Remember, on the channel, I suggest frequently to block the narcissist, go no contact, delete them and or all flying monkeys, remove people that are associated with the narcissist. But having said that, there are many things that are left behind. There are many memories that you will have to process and figure out for yourself. Did they actually happen? Did they take place? Were you being gaslit? Of course, these memories did take place, but the person you were with who turned out to be a narcissist, were they actually there enjoying the moment of the memory that you're thinking about? Probably not. Maybe, but probably not. They were probably looking for your replacement on their smartphone, or not paying attention to you or the memory you're thinking about. Perhaps it's a vacation as an example. We'll go back in time when you went on vacation. Did you have good times? I'm sure you did. But those memories of those vacations, they were one experience for you, and they were a totally different experience for the narcissist. Example there is because the narcissist likes to blow up vacations. That's one example. And if you know what I'm talking about, please drop comments below. But many things are left behind. Many things in the narcissistic relationship. What about this? What about all of the friends that you had in the past? Perhaps you built up a network of friends or coworkers or acquaintances throughout the relationship, or even before you met the narcissist. And when you got discarded, or when the relationship ended, many, if not all of those relationships imploded. Why? Because of the smear campaign, or because they just did not see the truth. They believed the false narrative of the narcissist, which again was taking place throughout your relationship behind your back, whether you know it or not. The narcissist did not have your back. They did not love you. They don't love you now, and they never will, because they're incapable of love. What they are capable of doing is imploding virtually every relationship they get into. Doesn't matter. It's just a matter of time when these relationships with these narcissistic individuals implode. Why? Because the narcissist needs instability. They need misdirection, confusion, and they need to manipulate people. But there are many things that are left behind post-narcissistic relationship. Many things you'll have to process. And this is a path. It's a journey. It is your journey. You will need to fight for yourself. You will need to understand that perhaps other individuals who you thought would be there for you post-narcissistic relationship, they're not there for you now. It's tough love, but it's reality. It's the way it is. Many times on the channel, I mentioned to people, to you, that people don't have your best interest at heart. And this is a fact. It is not being negative. It's just letting you know that no one is going to knock on your door post-narcissistic relationship and ask how you're doing and have solutions for you. That will not happen. Yes, my hope is that you will have individuals who care about you, loved and trusted ones that will be there to help you, to pay attention to you, and to have you explain whatever parts of the relationship you wish to share with them. But again, these people will get burnt out because they only have so much bandwidth, and most likely they don't know what the narcissistic abusive cycle is because they haven't experienced it. That's why they can't understand or wrap their head around it. Many things will be left behind. Many, many things. How about tangible things like clothes or assets that you had, things that you once cherished. Example, pictures that maybe were hanging on a wall, perhaps of your wedding day, or documents or things like that. These will be left behind also. Why? Because most likely they will be triggering you, or they will remind you of times gone by, times past that were enjoyable in the moment, in the time, up until you understood that perhaps the individual you're with was a narcissist. And that's when everything changes. That's when you no longer want those pictures or those memories or to go down that path. Because why? Because now you're on the healing path. You are understanding and you're becoming awakened and aware. And you are actually processing so much about the relationship that you need to understand that you are the priority. Keep in mind again, I mention this so often, that when you were in the narcissistic relationship, you were putting that individual way high up on the pedestal. You were doing what they wanted you to do on their timeline. And most likely, you were living their life for them. You were an extension of them. You were there to prop them up, to build them up, while you were being depleted of your resources, time, money, energy, effort. Your physical appearance, I'm certain, took a hit, and your health, not a doubt in my mind. Until when? Until you end the narcissistic relationship and you don't give them your attention or your energy, and that is when you begin to live your best life. Again, it's a path, it's a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. Having said those things, the things that are left behind, there are so many other things. Like I said, the relationships that you built up that perhaps no longer can you communicate with these individuals because they're one step away from the narcissist. Perhaps you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explore that one anymore, but relationships are one. Items are another one. Memories are another one. Flip the coin for a minute. The things the narcissist left behind. What they left behind many times are their own items. Things such as, again, clothes or tangible things, and they leave them behind. Why? This is on purpose. The reason they leave them behind is so at a later date they can contact you and say, hey, can I get that old smelly shoe from 10 years ago that I left in the closet? I really need it. And you're like, what are you talking about? I don't, what? But that is just to hoover you and to see if you are up for another round of abuse. Of course, accepting the hoover is never good. It doesn't benefit you. It will just bring you back down the rabbit hole of destruction with the narcissist. And why does the narcissist hoover people? Simply to see if they're testing the water, and they want to see if you have healed properly and if you're strong enough, or if you're willing to believe the false rhetoric of the narcissist for another round of manipulation. That's why don't accept the hoover. And if you were not hoovered, hey Nelson, if you were not hoovered, that's a good thing. That means that the narcissist has moved on, and more importantly, that they realize that you are too strong and you've caught on to their game of manipulation and destruction. That's a good thing. The things that are left behind, there are many, many things. Perhaps you had to move a city, a town, a city, a country. Perhaps you had to move out of your business. In other words, the narcissist was your boss, or the toxic narcissistic bully, the workplace bully, and you couldn't take it any longer because HR wasn't paying attention to you. Unfortunately, that happens frequently. And you couldn't take the job any longer, so you had to leave. You had to move, so that job was left behind, and perhaps relationships that you built up during that relationship, working relationship, were left behind also. That's another example. There are so many things that are left behind post-narcissistic relationship. One 12 to 15 minute video can't do it justice, but what I can tell you is that if you really digest what I'm saying, all of these things that were left behind, they all had to happen. These relationships had to dissolve. The narcissistic relationship 100% had to come to an end. It was just a matter of time if you were discarded or if you wised up and you ended the relationship yourself. That's a fact. So along with that comes a new beginning, a new chance to start all over again, a new way to build yourself back up. Again, as I mentioned frequently, the healing path post-narcissistic relationship, it takes time. It takes a mountain of work from you to invest in yourself, to understand exactly why you were in the relationship, and to make sure it doesn't happen again, ever, with another toxic individual. Like I say also, most likely you didn't have boundaries, or you were a people pleaser or a yes person, and you couldn't say the strongest word in the English language, which was no. And you let and or allowed other individuals to consume your energy and your time and your resources. That was then, this is now. And now you should be understanding that many people on the planet don't have your best interest at heart. They just don't. There are many great quality people on the planet as well. And what you should be doing, my suggestion to do, is to surround yourself with individuals who are wanting to build you up. And they want you to be in a reciprocal relationship, meaning no one's put on a pedestal and no one's put down below. That's what you want. And it will take time, because you need to now go slow when you're building relationships, whether it's friendships, a workplace relationship, romantic, whatever it is, but you need to trust yourself and believe in yourself, if not now, when. So the things that are left behind, there are so many things that are left behind post-narcissistic relationship. And my hope is that you are moving forward. And if you have ended the relationship, or if it has ended, I am strongly suggesting to remove all items from the narcissist out of your dwelling or your house and box them up, give them away, donate them, what you have, whatever you need to do. That is for a whole separate video. I can discuss that more in depth. But the point is you've endured one of the most toxic relationships on the planet. You are here now. You're getting the wisdom. You're becoming awakened and aware, and you're understanding that you are the priority and that you really need to conserve your energy and place your energy within yourself. So this will allow you to heal instead of having your energy going out. That's what you don't want to be doing. That's what you did do when you were in the narcissistic relationship, but no longer do that. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware and understand that you are the priority. I hope you like the new environment here. And Nelson's in the background. I think you can see him. And I have Buddha next to me. So God bless you all. Namaste. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon. I love you all. And remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. You are part of the community. You are blessed. You are beautiful. You are bright. And you are brilliant. God bless you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.